You ready? You're listening to the Real Pineapple Podcast Network. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, gays and gays. This is the Real Pineapple. This is your humble host, Hunter, here. Hope you're all having a great night, day, weekend, whenever you're checking this out. So, the Oscar nominations came out today. So, of course, I need to speak on this. I need to share my opinion. So, let's just go down the list. I'm going to start with Best Picture. So, I'm going to read all the nominations, and then I will go back and give my thoughts on everything. Alright, so for Best Picture, we have American Fiction, Anatomy of a Fall, Barbie, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest. For Best Actor, we have Bradley Cooper for Maestro, Dolman Domingo for Rustin, Paul Giamatti for The Holdovers, Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer, and Jeffrey Wright for American Fiction. For Best Actress, we have Annette Bening for Nyad, Lily Gladstone for Killers of the Flower Moon, Sandra Hüller for Anatomy of a Fall, Carey Mulligan for Maestro, and Emma Stone for Poor Things. For Best Supporting Actor, we have Sterling K. Brown for American Fiction, Robert De Niro for Killers of the Flower Moon, Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer, Ryan Gosling for Barbie, and Mark Ruffalo for Poor Things. Best Supporting Actor, we have Emily Blunt for Oppenheimer, Danielle Brooks for The Color Purple, America Ferrera for Barbie, Jodie Foster for Iliad, and Davine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers. Best Director, we have Jonathan Glazer for The Zone of Interest, Yorgos Lanthimos for Poor Things, Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer, Martin Scorsese for Killers of the Flower Moon, and Justine Triet for Anatomy of a Fall. International feature film, we have Ten Capitano from Italy, Perfect Days from Japan, Society of the Snow from Spain, Teacher's Lounge from Germany, and The Zone of Interest from the United Kingdom. Animated feature film, we have The Boy and the Heron, Elemental, Nimona, Robot Dreams, and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Adapted screenplay, we have American Fiction, Barbie, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest. Original screenplay, we have Anatomy of a Fall, The Holdovers, Maestro, May December, and Past Things. Visual effects, we have The Creator, Godzilla Minus One, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Napoleon, and Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Original score, we have American Fiction, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Poor Things. Original song, It Never Went Away from American Fiction, I'm Just Kin from Barbie, What Was I Made For from Barbie, The Fire Inside from Flamin' Hot, and then Watch Haze, A Song for My People from Killers of the Flower Moon. Documentary feature film, we have 20 Days in Mariupol, Bobby Wine, The People's President, The Eternal Memory, Four Daughters, and To Kill a Tiger. Cinematography, we have El Conde, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things. Costume design, we have Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things. Animated short film, we have Letter to a Pig, 95 Senses, Our Uniform, War is Over, inspired by the work of the music of John and Yoko, and Pachyderm. Live action short film, we have The After, Invincible, The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar, Red, White, and Blue, and Night of Fortune. Documentary short film, we have The ABCs of Book Banning, The Barber of Little Rock, Island in Between, The Last Repair Shop, and Nai Nai and Weipo. Film editing, we have Anatomy of a Fall, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things. For sound, we have The Creator, Maestro, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, Oppenheimer, and The Zone of Interest. Production design, we have Barbie, Killers of the Flower Moon, Napoleon, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things. And makeup and styling, we have Golda, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, and Society of the Snow. So, okay. I have seen all the films that are nominated for Best Picture this year. I typically try to see them all. I'm usually like maybe one short, but I saw them all this year. I think The Zone of Interest is good. I don't think it's great. I think Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. I think that deserves its spot because I think that movie is fucking incredible. Honestly, Godzilla Minus One deserves that spot more than The Zone of Interest does. Um, Obviously, we knew Oppenheimer was going to get there. I'm really happy for Barbie though, because while I'm not crazy about Barbie, I do think it's a really well done film. And considering the fact that a Barbie film even functions as well as it does is fucking insane to me. So, and considering the cultural impact that the film had, I think it deserves its Best Picture nomination. Same thing with Oppenheimer. I think Oppenheimer is really good, has some great components to it. I'm not over the moon about it. It personally won't be in my top 10 films. It may not crack my top 20, honestly. I still need to redo my list, but I did enjoy Oppenheimer, and it definitely deserved its nomination for Best Picture. I'm so happy for American Fiction, because American Fiction is fucking amazing, and yeah, I'm really happy that that got love. Really happy for that movie. So happy for Anatomy of a Fall. That's a film that I absolutely adore. I'm not crazy about Maestro. I think it's one of the best directed films of the year. I wouldn't have had an issue with Cooper getting a Best Director nomination. I'll get there. We'll talk about Best Director. But yeah, I enjoy the film. I don't love the film though. But I'm really happy for Past Lives. I'm really happy for Poor Things. I'm really happy for American Fiction. And I'm really happy for The Holdovers, because that's a movie that, as I continue to tweak my best of list, I'm like, do I want to put it on here? Do I? I love The Holdovers, so I'm really happy that's getting love. Going on to Best Actor, so we got Bradley Cooper for Maestro, as I mentioned, Coleman Domingo for Rustin, Paul Giamatti for Holdovers, Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer, and then Jeffrey Wright for American Fiction. So I haven't seen the only film I haven't seen out of these five is Rustin. I'm really happy for Coleman Domingo. I'm really happy for him. I liked Bradley Cooper in Maestro. Wasn't crazy about him in Maestro. I really feel like this is Giamatti or Rights to win. I know Murphy has been getting the love for Oppenheimer. I just have this feeling, because it feels like Giamatti has just been slowly getting this momentum. It's kind of similar to Coda. It feels like The Holdovers is just starting to get this little train of momentum behind it, and people are starting to really dig on it more and more. I really think that The Holdovers could end up being the fly in Oppenheimer's ointment. And there's one other film I think that's going to kind of fill that role that I'll get to here in a moment. But I actually really don't have an issue with these nominees. I know that some people are saying that Leo should have been nominated for Killers of the Flower Moon. Personally, I think it's a really good Leo performance, but because of how subservient he is, it's not the focus. It's the focus of the film from narrative perspective, from how the story is told, but I don't think that it's by far the best performance in the film. So I don't know. I don't mind Leo not being nominated. I don't think he really deserved to be nominated, to be quite frank. Okay, so getting to Best Actress, we have Annette Bening for Niad, Lily Gladstone for Killers of the Flower Moon, Sandra Huller for Anatomy of a Fall, Carey Mulligan for Maestro, and Emma Stone for Poor Things. So first off, I think this is Emma Stone's award to win. I know everyone's kind of going like Lily Gladstone's gonna win. Nope. I think this is the performance of Emma Stone's career. I think she will be the one to win it. If she doesn't win it, now let me be clear. I would not be mad at all about Lily Gladstone winning this award. My frustration as far as her performance comes from the fact that it's not told from her character's perspective. Not to the egregious degree that something like The Help does it, but I do think it lessens the impact of her story because we're following DiCaprio's character around so much. So for me, it does lessen the impact that she has in the film, personally. Now, with that said, I haven't seen Iliad yet. I understand that people are pissed about Margot Robbie not getting a nomination for Barbie. And I'm going to be real, y'all. She doesn't deserve it. And I'm not saying because she's not great in Barbie. I'm saying because I think Natalie Portman's performance in May December is better. I think Greta Lee's performance in Past Lives is better than Margot Robbie. I think, oh my gosh, I think Abby Ryder Fortson's performance in Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. I think that's better than everyone that I just mentioned. I really believe that she should have been nominated before even Margot Robbie. So I know people are going to be mad about that. I know people are mad that Barbie didn't get more love. But as we go through, I'll kind of, I'll touch on that. But yeah, I think those are all bigger snubs than Margot Robbie's snub for Barbie. Moving on, Best Supporting Actor, Sterling K. Brown for American Fiction, Robert De Niro for Killers of the Flower Moon, Robert Downey Jr. for Oppenheimer, Ryan Gosling for Barbie, Mark Ruffalo for Poor Things. So, okay. If you'd asked me a couple months ago, I would have said, oh, Robert Downey Jr., that's a lock. As I look through this category, you can make a case for anyone in this category to win. So yeah, I really do think you can make a case for either of these five men to win. Personally, if you ask me, as I said, if you asked me a couple months ago, I think it would have been Robert Downey Jr. But I don't know, y'all. I think Ruffalo. I just have this feeling Ruffalo's gonna win. I have this feeling that Poor Things is gonna fuck up some more awards than people actually thought. Not Past Lives. Poor Things and The Holdovers feel like they're starting to kind of get that coda push where people are starting to discover it now and go, oh wow, like I actually really dig this, dig these movies. I think it's coming at the right time as the buzz is starting to ramp up. So I would not be surprised if Past Lives and The Holdovers end up being the really big winners at the end of the night. I will say, I'm not crazy. I'm trying to think of who I would knock out of this category. I do think that Charles Melton not getting any love for May December, I think that's a bummer because I think he gives an incredible performance. And yeah, I don't know who you knock out here, but I was disappointed by the fact that May December just didn't get a lot of love, or any love really, which I think is a shame. I really think it should have gotten something, but I digress. Moving forward here, Best Supporting Actress. I hate a couple nominations here, so I have not seen Niad. I have to throw that out there. I hate Emily Blunt for Oppenheimer. I fucking hate that nomination. As soon as I saw it, I was like, really? I know she gets this great speech at the end, but you know who else has a great speech and is actually a fully fleshed out three-dimensional character? Rachel McAdams in Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. She's fucking amazing in that. You know who else is a fully fleshed out character? Erica Alexander in American Fiction. You know who else is a fully fleshed out character? Penelope Cruz in Ferrari. I think all three of those women should have taken over Foster and Blunt's nominations. However you want to adjust them, that's up to you. But I think that, and I'll be real, I know America Ferrera is great in Barbie. I know she's kind of like that next component that moves the plot forward. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter because this is Devine Joy Randolph's award to win for The Holdovers because she's fucking amazing in it. But yeah, no love for Rachel McAdams considering how great she is in that movie. I thought that was criminal. And yeah, check to Erica Alexander as well. I think you could also put Rosamund Pike in here for Saltburn. I thought she was excellent in the role that she had. So yeah, like the acting categories are always going to be stacked. It's always going to be difficult, but I really thought McAdams and Alexander, first and foremost, really they really missed out on them, and that's not even including fucking Julianne Moore in May December, who is fucking horrifying in that movie. So for me, I think I would have this look a little different. I'd probably remove America Ferrera and Jodie Foster and Emily Blunt, and I would probably go McAdams, oh my gosh, Erica Alexander, and then Julianne Moore. Personally, that's probably the switch I would make. But like I said, this is Da'Vine Joy Randolph's award to lose, so that's actually the one Oscar I'm actually sure about, is Da'Vine Joy Randolph. Moving on to Best Director, Jonathan Glazer for The Zone of Interest, Yorgos Lanthimos for Poor Things, Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer, Scorsese for Killers of the Flower Moon, and Justine Triet for Anatomy of a Fall. So I've seen all 5 of these. It takes so long for The Zone of Interest to get going for me, and even from a directorial standpoint, I think it's well directed. I don't think it's Best Director worthy. And this is where, for Barbie fans, this is where I actually go, you have a point. Because Greta Gerwig, she directed Lady Bird. She directed, in my opinion, the best version of Little Women. And here she is again, directing this film, let's be real, that saved Warner Brothers' ass this past year. And no nomination. And I I'm gonna be real, y'all, I don't know what the fuck she has to do. Like, she's such a talented fucking, not just actress, but an incredibly talented director, and she's shown it time and time again. And I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't love Barbie. It's not even. It probably won't even crack my top 20. But I also saw I think 100 plus films last year. So what do you want me to say? But yeah, Greta not getting a nomination, considering the fact that a Barbie film functions as well as it does, is already a miracle. And the fact that she went ahead and co-wrote the script and directed it, I don't know why she doesn't get nominated here. I would swap out Jonathan Glazer's nomination for Greta's, and this might be a bit of a hot take, but I would take Cooper out of Best Actor, and I would actually put him here for Best Director, because I think he does a better job directing Maestro than he personally does in acting it. But that's just me. I haven't seen the international film, so I'm not even gonna. I am gonna watch Perfect Days this week. I am actually really excited to check that out. So I'm gonna move on to animated feature film. I love Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I love The Boy and the Heron. I see a world where The Boy and the Heron could win this, but Robot Dreams, I love that movie so fucking much. I really hope it's Robot Dreams. Let me just get this out of the way now. I know some of you go, oh, Hunter always loves them. Hunter is always sticking up for the MCU. Hunter is always cashing that Disney check. I just gotta say, y'all, Elemental getting nominated over Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem is a fucking travesty. I saw that and I just rolled my eyes. I watched Elemental a couple weeks ago. It's fine. It's fine. But at no point do I think it's better than... it's not better than Mutant Mayhem. It's damn sure now it's even close to as good as Mutant Mayhem. I was really frustrated that Elemental got this nomination, and it really pisses me off because it just speaks to that empire level of influence that Disney has. And it really does make me want to ask the people who are voting on the Academy, how much of this shit are you watching? Am I watching more stuff in preparation for my best of worst of than y'all are for voting on the Oscars? honestly, I might venture the answer would be yes on that. Which, what the fuck? Give me your job. I'll I'll watch this shit. I'll watch as much as of this as possible. But don't, you do have a job to go ahead and pick the best of the best. Don't be so lackadaisical on it. My heart fucking breaks for Mutant Mayhem because it deserves some recognition and it's not getting it, and I think that's complete and total bullshit. But I digress. I feel like it's gonna be Spider-Verse. If it's not Spider-Verse, I hope it's okay. I really hope it's Robot Dreams because I know that'd be like an upset, but I really hope it's Robot Dreams. If it's not Robot Dreams, I hope it's Spider-Verse. If it's not you know what? I'm gonna switch that up. I hope it's Robot Dreams. If it's not Robot Dreams, I hope it's just The Boy and the Heron because I would like to see a spotlight shown on that movie. We have another Spider-Verse film coming up. I'm sure it'll get nominated for Best Animated Feature, and I'm sure it'll deserve to be nominated for it. But yeah, so I'm gonna say Robot Dreams first, then Boy and the Heron, and then Across the Spider-Verse as far as the order of what I want to win. Moving on to adapted screenplay, American Fiction, Barbie, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, Zone of Interest. I feel like this will probably be... I feel like this will be Oppenheimer. Actually, I'm not doing predictions yet, so I don't have an issue, really, with any of these. I would like American Fiction to get this, just because I love what the movie has to say. So I'm going to say American Fiction. I will say, I do find it really odd that Barbie is an adopted screenplay and not original screenplay. Like, I understand the movie's based on a doll, but it's not like they're basing off of, Barbie's biography or anything like that. I find that very weird. So I could see a world where this is almost the makeup Oscar. Like, hey, Greta, we didn't give you a Best Director nomination. Here's your win through adapted screenplay. So I could see Barbie winning here. Going on to original screenplay, Anatomy of a Fall, The Holdovers, Maestro, May December, and Past Lives. I'd like to see Past Lives get this. I'd really like to see Past Lives get this because I do feel like that is getting overlooked. With that said, I fucking love Anatomy of a Fall. And I'm a sucker for a good crime movie. So I'd probably go Anatomy of a Fall first, Past Lives second, and then Holdovers third, personally. Going on to visual effects, Creator, Godzilla Minus One, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Napoleon, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, Godzilla Minus One. I wanted Godzilla to get all the nominations. I'm at least happy it got this one, but seeing this in a theater on the big screen, it was a captivating experience. Godzilla Minus One, give me that shit. Moving on, American Fiction, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, and Poor Things for original score. I have all the respect in the world for John Williams. The man is a motherfucking genius. Dial of Destiny is the worst scored Indiana Jones film. It should not be nominated. The fact that Spider-Verse isn't here, the fact Godzilla Minus One isn't here, the fact Robot Dreams isn't here, because Robot Dreams' score is fucking awesome. Out of what wins, I think it'll I think I'm gonna go Poor Things on this. I think Poor Things is gonna get the score. Going on to original song, this does frustrate me because we get What Was I Made For from Barbie, and then we get I'm Just Kin from Barbie. I hate when the Academy double dips on a movie in the same category. I have a feeling it's going to be What Was I Made For. But I also see a world where I'm Just Kin wins, which, oh man, I almost want that to win just to see the world burn and see people lose their shit. But I don't know. I feel like it's going to be What Was I Made For, but there's a world where I'm Just Kin wins. But again, I'm not doing predictions officially yet, so I'm gonna think on that. Gonna wrap these next couple up here a little quicker, but Cinematography, I'm gonna say for me, I think Maestro wins here. I think Maestro, the cinematography is fucking perfect. I love Poor Things cinematography and Killers. I don't think Oppenheimer has enough cinematography wise to kind of grab me outside of the bomb demonstration. So yeah, I think Maestro is going to take it there. Costume design, it's going to be Barbie. Barbie's winning. Why are we even questioning this? And then I'm going to say film editing. Anatomy of a Fall, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, Poor Things. I think that's going to go to Killers of the Flower Moon. And then sound, Maestro, The Creator, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, Oppenheimer and Zone of Interest. I think Maestro is going to get that, just given the subject matter. And then production design, I do think is going to be Barbie, but I would argue Poor Things. And then lastly, makeup and hairstyling, Golda, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, and Society of the Show. I think it's going to go to Poor Things, personally. Yeah. I will have official Oscar predictions late next month. I do want to wait and catch those few things I didn't get a chance to see, so I can have the most informed point of view possible. But I saw mostly everything, most of the big heavy hitters, so I'm really curious to see what wins in March. Someone will be unhappy regardless, but it'll be interesting to see what gains momentum, what kind of loses it as we go ahead and get closer to the Oscars. But yeah, the nominations, people, talk to me. What did you think? What did you think got snubbed? What were you happy that got nominated? Talk to me. Let me know in the comments. You can go ahead and follow the podcast pretty much wherever you listen to podcasts. SoundCloud, Apple, Google Podcasts, Podbean, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Amazon Music, TuneUp, and Samsung Podcasts, to name a few, at The Real Pineapple. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. It definitely helps us out. You can go ahead and search The Real Pineapple. That's REEL Pineapple on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe there. You can follow me on Blue Sky at Real Pineapple. That again is REEL Pineapple.bsky.social. Got a question for the show? Just want to say hi? Shoot me an email at jhunter@therealpineapple.com. You can follow me on TikTok at jhunterrealpineapple and on Instagram at jhunterrealpineapple. And you can follow me on Letterboxd at Black Shazam. And you can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/TheRealPineapple. I'll be hopping onto Twitch live this Monday. Oh God, I have to do this now. I'll be going over my honorable mentions for my best and worst of. That'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. Cannot wait to go ahead and hop on Twitch. And I'll be live on YouTube as well. So I cannot wait to go ahead and talk to y'all. And then I'm going to be hopping back on Twitch and YouTube on the 3rd of February. That's Saturday. That'll be at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That'll be for my top 10 best of and worst of 2023. So real excited to bring that to y'all. But everyone, thank you so much for listening. Gonna have gonna be talking about what I'm gonna be reviewing for the Black Cinema Showcase as well on the 29th. I will reveal my whole list of what I'm reviewing for Black History Month. So really excited to bring that to y'all as well, and go and kind of get into the why as far as why I'm reviewing those things. But everyone, thank you so much for listening. Stay safe, take care of each other. Tell someone you love them today. We all need to hear some more positivity currently. But never forget, as always, to keep it real.